close your eyes and picture this. A young woman studying architecture in Paris suddenly becomes the Queen of Iran. 20 years later, she's fleeing her country, leaving behind everything she's ever known. This isn't fiction. This is the real life of Farah Pahlavi, the last Empress of Iran. But what happened next? That's where the true story begins, and it's one you won't believe until you hear it. From Architecture, Student to Empress. Paris, 1959. Farah Diba, a young architecture student, dreams of building a better future for Iran. One evening at an embassy reception, her life changes forever when she meets Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. The recently divorced Shah is instantly captivated by Farah's grace and intelligence. Their conversation sparks a whirlwind romance that would alter the course of history. Within months, Farah transitions from student to her Imperial Majesty Empress Farah Pahlavi. Their December 1959 wedding turns Tehran into a city of celebration. Streets fill with cheering crowds, and buildings shine with lights and flowers. Farah, radiant in her Christian Dior gown, steps into a world of royal responsibility. As Farah settles into palace life, she faces her most crucial duty, providing an heir to the throne. The pressure is immense, with the entire nation watching. On October 31st, 1960, joyous news echoes through Niavaran Palace. Empress Farah has given birth to a healthy baby boy, Crown Prince Reza. The nation erupts in celebration, and Farah's position as empress is secure. Yet, as the cheers fade, Farah realizes the enormous challenges ahead. She must navigate the complex world of Iranian politics while making a difference in her people's lives. "I found myself constantly torn," Farah later recalled, "between my duties as a mother, a wife, and the Empress of Iran. It was a delicate balance that I struggled with every day. How will she manage these competing roles and leave her mark on Iranian history?" The Modernizing Queen. Farah Pahlavi was set to redefine what it meant to be a royal woman in Iran. Breaking from tradition, she saw her position as an opportunity to drive real change in her country. From the moment she became empress, Farah actively participated in transforming Iranian society. Education became one of Farah's primary focuses. She didn't just attend ceremonies, she actively participated in opening schools and hospitals across the country. Her presence at these events sent a powerful message. Education and healthcare were priorities for the royal family, but it was Farah's work in advancing women's rights that truly set her apart. She championed women's right to vote, a significant achievement during her husband's reign. Farah also advocated for women's right to drive and wear European clothing, sparking a cultural shift that rippled through Iranian society. The arts found a passionate patron in Empress Farah. Under her guidance, the Tehran Museum of Contemporary Art amassed an impressive collection of modern art. This effort showcased Iran's rich artistic heritage while also embracing contemporary global trends. As news of Farah's initiatives spread, her reputation grew internationally. Her combination of impeccable fashion sense and commitment to social progress drew comparisons to other influential first ladies of the era. However, not everyone welcomed these changes. Conservative factions viewed Farah's actions as a departure from traditional values, adding to the mounting pressures facing the Shah's regime. In her memoir, Farah reflected on her role. The statement, "I believe in freedom for women to have equal rights, the right to work, the right to hold high positions, the right to take custody of their children after divorcing." But as she worked to bring Iran into a new era, storm clouds were gathering on the horizon. The winds of revolution were beginning to blow, and Farah's world was about to be turned upside down. Revolution and exile. The Shah's decision to use force against protesters sealed the fate of the Iranian monarchy. As 1978 began, Iran was a powder keg of simmering discontent over political repression and economic issues. The streets of Tehran and other major cities filled with angry protesters, their voices united in opposition to the Shah's rule. At first, the royal family tried to weather the storm, but as demonstrations grew larger and more violent, the Shah made a fateful choice. In September 1978, he ordered troops to open fire on protesters in Tehran's Jaleh Square, resulting in a massacre that shocked the nation and the world. This act of violence fueled the revolutionary fire. Millions took to the streets, demanding an end to the monarchy. Even the military began to side with the revolutionaries. The Pahlavi dynasty, which had ruled Iran for 2,500 years, was crumbling. As the situation spiraled out of control, Farah and the Shah realized they had to flee. On January 16th, 1979, the royal family boarded a plane, leaving behind everything they had ever known. Farah later recounted this moment in her memoir, saying, "We had to flee the country under the threat of death, leaving everything behind." The next year was filled with uncertainty and fear as the family moved from country to country. The new revolutionary government in Iran was determined to capture them, leaving them constantly looking over their shoulders. Tragedy struck again when the Shah's health rapidly deteriorated due to cancer. Despite the best medical care, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi died in exile in Egypt in July 1980, just 18 months after leaving Iran. Farah was now truly alone. The woman who had once ruled over a nation of 35 million people found herself a widow, an exile, and a stranger in a foreign land. Her journey from empress to exile would test her resilience in ways she never imagined. A queen's resilience. Farah Pahlavi's life took an unexpected turn after losing her crown and country. How did this former empress face a series of heartbreaking tragedies and emerge as a champion for human rights? Gone were the palaces and royal duties. Farah focused on raising her children in exile, trying to create normalcy in a world turned upside down. But even this small comfort wouldn't last. In 2001, Princess Layla, Farah's youngest daughter, died at just 31 years old. The loss was devastating. Farah found strength in her grief, saying, "I have to be strong for my other children, my grandchildren, and for the many mothers in Iran who have suffered the same loss." Tragedy struck again in 2011 when Prince Ali Reza, Farah's youngest son, also passed away. These losses could have broken her, but instead, they ignited a fire within the former empress. She channeled her pain into purpose, determined to make a difference. Farah became a powerful advocate for refugees and women's rights. She used her platform to highlight the freedoms women had enjoyed under her husband's rule, serving as a reminder of Iran's progressive past and a beacon of hope for its future. In 2003, Farah published her memoir, An Enduring Love: My Life with the Shah. The book broke her long silence, offering a personal look at the woman behind the crown and becoming a bestseller across Europe. Farah's journey from student to queen to global advocate had captured the world's imagination. What would be her next move? And how would her story continue to shape the narrative of Iran's complex history? At 85 years old, Farah Pahlavi continues to make waves. She's collaborating with Hollywood to share her remarkable story, aiming to showcase the true beauty of Iranian culture. Her most impactful project? A powerful portrayal of her homeland that challenges perceptions and opens hearts. Farah's vision extends beyond the silver screen. She holds on to a dream of a free Iran, where her people can live without oppression. It's a testament to her incredible journey, from architecture student to queen, and now a tireless advocate for change. But Farah's story is far from over. She's still fighting, still hoping, still making a difference. Her life is a powerful example of resilience, showing how one can find new purpose and keep pushing forward no matter the obstacles. Farah Pahlavi's legacy continues to inspire, reminding us all of the enduring power of hope and determination. What do you think about Farah's story? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more royal reveals.